Hey everybody, Ashton here with gentsscents. Today I've got another fragrance review for you. This one is another clone. Got tons of those on my channel. I know you guys love those clone videos. This one is a clone of a popular Tom Ford fragrance, which is this guy right here, Neroli Portofino. This one is another all Haramain release. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. This one is called Neroli Canvas. This clone is a little bit different than a lot of the clones that I talk about or have talked about on this channel. This one is pretty expensive. It's $160 retail. So that is probably 3 to 4 times more expensive than most clones that you'll see on the market. Now, what this does have going for it though, is a really great presentation and a much higher quality of ingredients, notes, and accords than you would find on almost any other clone on the market. So let's go ahead and check out the presentation, check out the fragrance itself, and see if this is worth checking out for you, or worth you checking out. All right guys, let's check out this presentation for Haramain Neroli Canvas. There's a lot that comes with this, so I'm gonna try to rip right through it. This is the outer box that everything is gonna come packed into when you buy this fragrance. You have the name of the house, name of the fragrance on the front. You can see here it's from the Portfolio collection. Name of the house on the top. There's nothing on the back or the sides. And on the bottom you have the ingredients with your batch code down here. This is the box that your fragrance is gonna come packed into. It's got kind of a soft leather feel. Again, name of the house, Portfolio collection. There's nothing on the sides, nothing on the back, nothing on the bottom. Opens up like so. Has a velvety feel inside, and your bottle is gonna come right here. And it does have a magnetic seal right there, magnetic closure. This is the bag that your fragrance is gonna come packed into. It has a pleather feel. It's got a Haramain token hanging down right here, and these pull strings to close the bag. It's just a nice little touch, similar to what you might find in a Montal. And here you have the bottle. It's nice and heavy. Reminds me a little bit of Tom Ford just because of the plaque on the front here. You've got the name of the fragrance right there. The cap has Haramain right here on the top engraved. You can pick it up by the cap, but I really wouldn't, because it doesn't click into place solid enough that I would feel comfortable. Just where this bottle has got a lot of heft, the cap will come undone. So don't be one of those people that, you know, puts this on top of a cabinet and tries to lift it by the cap. You might drop it and bust it. And then on the bottom, you'll see there's no sticker, no batch code that I could find on the bottle itself. Atomizer on this is decent. We'll check it out. Maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't, but it's decent. Overall, a really, really nice presentation. So there we have it, the presentation for Haramain Neroli Canvas. And just so you're aware, this was sent to me by sniffperfumes.com, where you can pick this bottle, well, not this specific bottle, but this fragrance up if you want to. You can use the code gentsscents to get 35% off of your purchase from Sniff Perfumes. And if you do make a purchase using that code, you'll also get a 1 ounce bottle of L'Aventure Blanche for free, which is a Silver Mountain Water by Creed clone. I've actually got a review of that fragrance on my channel if you want to check that out if you haven't heard about it. You also get free shipping with that code. So again, gentsscents 35% off, 1 ounce bottle L'Aventure Blanche, free shipping. Enough of this, let's jump into the fragrance. Whoa! Yeah! All right guys, Neroli Canvas, legitimately, no BS, smells better to me than Neroli Portofino. It smells of higher quality, it has better performance, it's just an overall better fragrance, which is a little bit mind-blowing to me, but it is what it is. The quality on the Neroli Canvas is immediately apparent. You don't get any of that synthetic funkiness that you might get in some cheaper clones. You don't get like a big alcoholic blast off the top, which will often happen with clones. You'll spray it on. When you smell it at first, it just smells like pure rubbing alcohol before the fragrance starts to come out. None of those issues are in this fragrance. It opens up really green, citric, and fresh. There's a little bit of a semi-bitter white floral bouquet underneath that opening. Orange blossom, neroli, and jasmine. It's very classy, very clean, sophisticated, easy to wear. Off my skin, Neroli Canvas smells much clearer, like the notes and accords come out much better. It's less muddied than Neroli Portofino. And Neroli Canvas is also slightly sweeter and less sour off my skin than Neroli Portofino. When I spray Neroli Portofino on, the herbal undertones mixing with the white florals comes across a little bit sour. Now it's not completely off-putting, it doesn't smell bad, but Neroli Canvas doesn't have that issue for me. So again, it gets the nod. As Neroli Canvas dries down, it does get a little bit of sweetness, which I just touched on. That's from the amber in this fragrance. So you've got amber mixing with all the white flowers. Again, Neroli and orange blossom being most prominent, a little bit of jasmine. Then you have that citrus that comes along with the bergamot and the orange in Neroli Canvas. Just makes it a really, really nice fragrance for spring and summertime. You could wear it in fall if you wanted to. If you wanted to wear something a little bit, more lively, a little more green, more fresh, a little lighter than your typical fall fragrance, which is going to be usually a little heavier, with the notes like tobacco or honey. You could wear it then. Not necessarily something that I would wear in wintertime though. Winter, especially here, can get a little bit frigid, and something like this I probably wouldn't really want to wear out when it's really cold. Now I should mention though, if you work in an office or you work in an air-conditioned job, it doesn't really matter what the temperature is outside, and you can wear whatever you want whenever you want, because then you're not really having to deal with the elements. There is a small, faint herbal undertone in Neroli Canvas that you get in the mid through the dry down. It's also in Neroli Portofino. It never really comes out all that strongly, so it's not something I would worry about if you don't really like herbal notes or accords in the fragrances that you wear. Overall, Neroli Canvas, very pleasant to wear, very people-pleasing. It's something that you can wear casually, something that you could wear formally if you wanted to, just an easy to wear fragrance. And also, it doesn't really change a gigantic amount from the opening to the dry down. Obviously, some of those citrus notes in the opening, those are going to dissipate. They're not going to be as strong all the way through. And as it dries down, you're gonna get more of the amber, more of the sweetness, but it doesn't really change a gigantic amount. And let's touch on the performance of these fragrances just in general. Neroli Portofino for me is definitely on the weaker side of things. The projection is not very good after the first 30 minutes, and it seems to last about 4 hours on my skin. Now, as a summertime fragrance, that may not bother you. You may say, well, that's really all I want for a high heat fragrance, and that's fair, but Tom Ford fragrances in general are pretty expensive, and for the amount that you would pay for a Neroli Portofino, the performance definitely is lacking for me. Neroli Canvas does have better performance than Neroli Portofino, but it also is not amazing. For me, 5+ hours off the skin, projection best in the first 45 minutes to an hour. After that, it sits closer to the skin. So while it does perform better than Neroli Portofino, definitely, it's not super strong or anything like that. Neroli Portofino comes in a 50 ml bottle size most of the time, which is this size right here. You can also buy it in a 100 ml bottle. Obviously, that's gonna be more expensive. Neroli Canvas comes in one bottle size, which is this size right here. It's a 75 ml. So it's right in between the 50 ml and the 100 ml. This goes for $160 retail on sniffperfumes.com. If you use the 35% off code, it comes to $104, and then you get the stuff that I talked about at the beginning of this video. So again, it is on the expensive side as far as clones go, but you can definitely tell that it has higher quality ingredients and is honestly a better made fragrance than a lot of the clones out there, like 99% of them. So there we go. In my opinion, if you like Neroli Portofino, or if you like fragrances in that family, things like 4711 or Ferrari Bright Neroli, you will definitely like Neroli Canvas. And in my opinion, it's the highest quality of those fragrances that I just spoke about, hands down. If you told me I could have only one of these, I would get rid of Neroli Portofino at the drop of a hat. It's not even close for me. Neroli Canvas just smells better made. Higher quality, the notes again come through clearer, a little sweeter, a little less sour, just works for me, which is kind of hard to say because I do really like Tom Ford private blends. I have a ton of them back here. I've actually shown them in my collection video, but it is what it is. This is a great clone. If you like Neroli fragrances, check it out. Oh, and if any of you are worried, it's not overly feminine at all. It's 100% unisex. The white flowers in here don't come across as a woman's fragrance whatsoever. All right, guys. It's gonna do it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.